coming into
Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Craig Peters here from Soundiron, and in today's walkthrough, I'm going to be taking you through the newest addition in our female solo vocal series, Voice of Wind, and this time we're going to be checking out Voice of Wind Kimba. This edition focuses on the unique mezzo-soprano style of Kimba Theurich and has a really comforting and breathy style that really fuses different types of classical, folk, pop, Celtic, and even mystical styles together, so it's a perfect addition for this series. This library is built for the Contact 6 player and is compatible with all NKS standard hardware. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in and start checking out some of the sounds. So this library comes with legato, staccato, and sustain articulations, as well as a folder for a whole bunch of really beautiful phrases and different types of keys and styles, a little bit more major and minor sounding, as well as a folder of custom effects presets. So let's go ahead and start checking out some of the legato sounds. And as you can see, I have the mod wheel attached to the swell knob, and this just allows me to get a little bit more expressive with the different melodic lines. So let's go ahead and check out the ah vowel type. And you can also experiment with the different types of legato speed. So if you really want a really slow and natural type legato transition, you can just turn it all the way down. And then you also have some E, O, and U sounds. Let's go ahead and check out U. I always like the sounds of those. They sound really nice. And then you also have and then O. And the library also comes with some really tight staccatos, so if you want to create some more rhythmic type of vocal things, you can do that too. And you also have the different vowel types as well as different dynamic layers to choose from and play around with. And this one also comes with a la articulation.
la 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 la.
And then you also have sustains with different vowel types as well. So you have ah with P and F dynamic layers, E, O, and U. Same with the legato, so it's consistent in that way. So let's just go ahead and play through some of that. I also have the swell knob attached to the mod wheel as well. Then you also have And you can hear that these vocals have a very intimate sound, and if you want to make them even more intimate sounding, you can go into the effects rack and you can turn off this convolution reverb that comes with the library. So if you want it to sound really dry and add your own reverb, or give it your own sort of spatial sound with different types of rooms and reverbs, you can do that too. So this is how this sounds. Super dry, so really makes it, you know, to where you can put it in any types of different spaces and environments that you choose. So definitely good to do that, or you can use the convolution reverb that comes with the library for easy use. If you just want to do everything real quick, you have that option. All right, so now let's go ahead and check out some of the different phrases that come with the library. This is the dark 100 BPM phrases. So if you have your project set to 100, then it'll line up perfectly. Or if you have it set to a different one, you can also be able to you can change it to where it's just natural, or synced, where it'll sync to your host tempo, or variable, so you can kind of play around with the stretch manually if you want to do it like that. So let's just go ahead and play through some of the different phrases. These are in A, so let's check those out. And these are some of my favorite phrases. They have this really beautiful Celtic kind of vibe to them. I don't know if necessarily the origin of what she was going for, but that's kind of the vibe that I get. I really love how these sound. They have a really beautiful tone to them. And then you have some in A, C, D, E, F sharp, and then G sharp. And then if you want to cycle through the different phrases, you can do that too using this key. And if you look on the UI, you'll see a kind of violet purpley type color. And if you use this key, you can cycle through the different phrases using the sequencer. You can just hold down and it'll just keep playing. Or you can let go and just cycle through each one. And then with the sequencer, there's a lot you can do with it. You can play around with the different direction. So if, let's say, you want the sequencer to go, you know, like kind of like randomly, you can do that too. Or you can change the amount of steps. You can even pitch different ones. So if, let's say, on this key, you want it to be set to a specific one, then you can click to assign. Let's say you want this one here, and then you can also change the start and ending of it. So if you want it to, you know, start a little bit more in, you can do that too, and just go back here so you can see the start and end points. You can move those around. So you can really customize how you have the different phrases. We'll probably do some more videos on this to show you how this works in a little bit more detail. All right, so let's check out some of the phrases in E.
So good, so they now here comes the dawn.
Really beautiful and melancholic, and I really like the sound of these. You know, it's a very nice complementary type of style. If you own any of the Voice of Gaia series, the Francesca has like a very sort of ethnic and Middle Eastern and kind of a little bit more esoteric in certain spots, but this is a very nice contrast to that sort of thing. So it's a really nice expansion upon the whole solo vocal series that we have. We also have some humming at 120 BPM, so let's check out some of that. And these are in A sharp, and you can change the pitch of these as well. So you can drop these into your music if, let's say, you have certain music written in a specific key, or you can use these as kind of, ways of inspiring different types of melodies or chord progressions. You can kind of listen to them, lay out the phrases in your DAW and then maybe play around some different chords around it. So you can really use it in different ways. You can either drop it into your music and it'll work, or you can write around it and maybe come up with some different chord progressions you would have never did otherwise. All right, so now we're going to check out some of the custom effects presets that come with Voice of Wind Kimba. Very just inspiring, presets to get you going, maybe, get some inspiration flowing. So I'm going to go ahead and just play through some of these different ones and show you the different custom effects presets that come with the library.
Coming into
So you can see it fades from a really dry to a really ambient, really blooming kind of reverb sound. This one's called Heavenly Sustains. This one's called Is That a Cello? All right, so that about wraps it up for this walkthrough of Voice of Wind Kimba. If you want to learn more about the library or any of the other products in the Voice of Wind series, make sure to go to soundiron.com. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date with all of our future postings and new releases. And until next time, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.